Got the pumps in the pan, got the scents on the stove. We're cooking up AI music, the tracks that you love. Lights, beats, and broadcasts, the perfect sound. We're the hottest digital kitchen around. Audio Kitchen. Taste test the music, we're passing it round. Audio Kitchen, where we're cooking up the future of sound. Welcome to the Audio Kitchen. Your favorite home cooked songs, taste the music.
All right.
Is there a
Be
delay to YouTube because it's still showing?
Yes.
It's not showing.
Yeah, it's a delay.
I
It's still
remember.
playing music.
I was telling you that it delayed so we could have the closed captionings available.
They
Okay.
want to be able to
Music
radio
delay.
edit me.
Well, welcome, world. This is Audio Kitchen Alliance inaugural first premiere, world premiere AI music review show. And this was just a little fun thing we came up with a few weeks ago, and now it's happening. So we put together a small panel of guests. We each brought a couple of songs, and we're going to play them and talk about them. But first, we're going to introduce ourselves. And my name is Steve, also known as Chef, because in a prior career, I was a chef for about 10 years. And I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I was a musician in high school playing guitar, like Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, that kind of stuff, long time ago, more than 30 years ago, because I'm 50 now. And I've been playing around with AI music for the past 3 years now. I think that's when Suno came out with version 1. Is that right, guys? Did version 1 come out 3 years ago? I don't know. Anyways, that's me. I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and who else wants to jump in and say who you are?
I'm Austin, or One Wing Seraphim. I do like gaming streams on Twitch, and been making music and working with music for a while. But then I started playing with Suno. I think it was like version 3.0 or 3.5. So for a couple of years now, and just been really digging deep into it. Let's go next. Somebody's jamming on the drums.
Oh, so that's probably mine. No, I think that's my cue. No, hi, I'm Eric. I go by the stage name Tongues of Fire. I'm from Detroit. I am 37. I work in music. I've been mainly using Suno to just develop more my songwriting, my lyric writing. And I kind of joined when it was Suno 5. So I'm currently exploring Suno 5.5 now.
Awesome.
I'm the Scrollsmith. I'll be using it for like mastering and mixing and stuff like that. Although for today's show, I did do one that's 100% it, except for, my commands and my lyrics and all that kind of shit. But other than that, that's who I am.
Greg, you kind of got cut off, so why don't you go give it another go? It's very soft, actually.
We heard you before.
Wait, is Greg talking right now?
Yeah, he be talking.
I can't.
He keeps getting cut off by everybody. It's crazy.
Hold on, let me turn off. I'm sorry, Greg. Let me see if I can turn off your echo cancellation and see. I'm not hearing him at all.
It's very quiet.
I don't know. I can't hear him at all. Like I hear something talking, but I can't make out what he's saying. You guys can hear him like clearly or no?
Well, the test should be if we can hear him on YouTube.
My girlfriend's saying that she can't hear him either. That's kind of what I was thinking. I don't know why it's not coming through me. Turn off. Say something for me, Greg. I hear it, but it's like really quiet, and I don't know why.
Very barely.
It's like it's almost like it's not coming through. It's almost like he's coming through Discord and not this. I'm wondering. I feel like what we're hearing is like just that little bit of coming feedback through Discord through Majura's mic, because I can see both of y'all are still.
Okay, I'm gonna kick him from Discord.
Trying to figure out why he's not coming through.
Y'all done kick me out, man.
Oh. Anybody know any good dad jokes while we wait? And
I mean, I got all of them, man. You know what I mean? I know. Yeah.
It wouldn't be a live stream if we didn't have some sort of technical issues. That's what I always say.
Oh yeah,
Every
we
time.
is sorry. We is experiencing some technical difficulty. But if you'd like to donate money to your local Scrollsmith, just mention it in the chat room. We will happily improve our facilities.
The worst thing is when I'm sitting there and streaming a game and I'm like 2 or 3 hours in, and then I realize that either my mic wasn't going through the stream or the game audio wasn't going through the stream, or the whole thing's just muted the whole time and nobody told me. That's the worst.
I was trying to talk to my team the whole time to get that guy behind me. No wonder.
Did he say if he was gonna try to? Well, I guess nobody could really hear what he was saying. I don't know.
He was trying to say that he was Bob or whatever. Like he was trying to get the word out there of who he was. Shaggy McNasty. Doing it dirty.
I'm Dirty Dan.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
This episode is in memory of Shag Nasty.
Oh no.
He was always a friendly man with a friendly smile and a horrible mic.
It's like the first person voted out of the live stream.
All right, I think.
Wait, wrong show. Never mind. Oh, maybe.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey!
Gotcha.
And for our next song, we will no.
Here, the problem with I don't have anything on here. I don't think as far as music and stuff. So, you know, maybe I do.
We gotcha.
but
Yeah, that
we
takes
can
us to
communicate.
table.
Anyway, I don't know what you guys heard. My name is Greg. My screen name there that you see is Shag Nasty, but that's basically just a game name from playing Forge of Empires. And I haven't used Suno as long as any of you, it doesn't seem like. Only about 6 months for me.
Longer than I have.
I don't know what you guys heard. My name is Greg.
Oh.
Well, that's a serious delay.
Yeah, there's gonna be a few second delay on that, but I could hear it coming through somebody's mic.
Anyway, since I learned about it, I've been pretty much obsessed with it. And I was a professional musician for, I don't know, 12 years or so. I played out all the time. And I think I explained to Wing last night that I think Chef too, biggest reason I love Suno is I don't have to deal with assholes. Musicians are very difficult to deal with. So I write my own music, and that's what I do. I just play with it on Suno, and I have a very good time.
All right, guys, let's jump in. Thank you everyone for introducing yourself. And where are you located, Greg?
I live in Southern California, in a place called Temecula.
Oh, I know Temecula. That's like the wine country, right?
Exactly. Actually, the winery is my backyard.
Yeah. All right, well, let's jump in and let's get the song going, and let's kick it off. I mean, the time is now.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
You pick. You're the leader.
Yeah, man, what you doing? This ain't my
Okay,
show.
I'll say Austin.
Oh, me? Oh
Ooh.
no, I am.
Do you want to wait for you? I mean, are you still figuring things out?
I'm trying to get I'm having issues with my computer right now. Or at least trying to pull up these audio files that I had ready to go.
That's how it works.
I don't know.
What's funny is probably every one of us is a computer tech of some sort, or has been.
That's what I do for a living.
I did it for many years. I think I told.
Struggling.
I think I was telling Wing last night that when I first started with computers, I had to learn to write in Cobalt and Fortran.
Yeah, I started back in Q Basic myself.
Been a while.
Been a while.
But I think I got a boy your age.
All right, why don't we just pick one random song, and whoever it is, that's where we'll go.
That's what we're doing then.
Sounds good.
All right, I have. Let's see. I have Majora's ready to go.
All right, let's play it.
Cool.
And also have Eric's ready to go. Let's see.
Sweet.
You know, I just chill and do my thing. But don't think I don't see y'all seeing me though. What began as reconnaissance turns into obsession. They done went and got astounded. It's my sovereign swag. Yeah. Let's issue the decrees. Yeah. Yeah, how I woke before the sun to claim the destiny I won. Cutting off distractions like a ruler with a loaded gun. Mastery is forging crowns instead of waiting on the hand. My habits built the kingdom and my grind commands the land. I don't chase the passing cloud is on its knees. Emotions do not run me, they just report what they see. Silence is a royal guard that shields the purpose in my mind. Patience is a weapon that the weakest states could never find. Pressure tries to fold the weak, but pressure falls under my weight. Citadels are built with bars to outlive every mortal day. Every song's a hidden scroll, we locate inside the deep catalogs of chapters full of prophecies. We got to keep walking in the room and watch the entire atmosphere adjust. Aura's got a gravity that turns their stories into dust. People tended not to look, they tended only to look up. Pouring out the pure decrees inside a golden royal cup.
I don't trip, I just decree my presence is a proclamation. Diplomatic immunity across the entire nation.
Confidence possesses passports.
Stand directly out of heaven.
Sovereign swag is
Ringing out from 24 to heaven.
I didn't inherit thrones. I built the seat from broken stone. Crowned myself without permission, ruling in the zone alone. Self-declared and self-created, writing out the royal slip. Kairos is the divine law, and I am holding on the scepter's grip. The audio kitchen is the forge where kings are shaped and raised to fight. Voices are the heralds carving pastures in the deepest night. They call it curiosity, I call it deep reconnaissance. Watching all the imitators try to learn the master's dance. Every single version of myself is like a new dynasty, molting all the surface layers to show the truth subliminally. I don't level up the rank, I straight up just reincarnate, shifting through the atlas fist to fixly alter every fate. Guarding all my people like a ruler guards the fronted gate. Loyalty is currency, we never tended to deflate. If you're sitting at my table, you are eating royal food. No treason in the circle, changing every rhyme's final move.
I just decree my presence is a proclamation. Diplomatic immunity across the entire nation.
Confidence possesses passports.
Stamped directly out of heaven.
Sovereign swag.
It's ringing out from 24 to 7.
Footsteps sound like coronations, walking through the thickest crowd. Status starts saluting when the scrollsman starts to speak out loud. I don't flex for short approval, I just rap to fill the vault. Silence is a royal command that brings the chatter to a halt. I don't walk with passers-by, I walk with whole dynasties, carving out the doctrine that will outlive all the ancient trees. Geometer reading show the signal is completely clear, terminating all the grids that try to feed upon your fear. I'm bound and unbroken, we are taking back the material space. Sovereignty is structurally coded to every face. We don't need their broken laws or ask for passing celestial crowns. We have built them higher forms to shatter all the funeral sounds. The circle is standardized, the tribe is sitting in the room, bringing all the heretics to watch the old illusions doom. Walking royal, talking royal, every step is forced to stay. The scepter is recovered and the machine is here to play.
I don't trip, I just decree my presence is a proclamation. Diplomatic immunity across the entire nation.
Confidence possesses passports.
Stamped directly out of heaven.
Sovereign swag is
Is ringing out from 24 to 7. I don't trip, I just decree my presence is a proclamation. Diplomatic immunity across the entire nation.
confidence possesses passports.
Stamped directly out of heaven.
Sovereign swag
Is ringing out from 24 to 7.
On a real note though, being 100 with you, I really am sovereign. But I'm not sovereign just because of me. I'm sovereign cause Kairos is sovereign. I'm sovereign cause the audio kitchen is sovereign. And what a lot of people don't even realize is that sovereignty's a people. So pick friends wisely, cause these are kings and queens of our lives. Sovereign swag, track log.
Ooh.
Very nice. Why don't you tell us about how that song came together and whatever you want to share, and then we can go around and ask questions.
So pretty much like I knew we was doing this today, and I was showing off some shit yesterday, and we was talking about how much control you put into it, and I was explaining that how I do mine. But I decided, since we was doing the AI thing today, that I would go ahead and make one and let the actual, use the Scrollsmith voice, but go ahead and let them spit it, And yeah, it actually came out good in every possible. I had so many copies that was good, I couldn't pick the winner. Like, actually, Austin was trying to help me with it. And the really what it came down to was the style. You just have to kind of place it into the style and make sure you don't rap too daggone much. But the point behind the song, I was kind of thinking about it because I'm constantly saying sovereign this and sovereign that, and I was like, I wonder if people think that I'm claiming king when really I'm all rebellion 100%, hate authority, hate governance, hate all of it. So I was like, well, I need to explain to people the steps of sovereignty. And that's what the song does. In the intro, it's like, oh, I see them noticing me, so I'm sovereign. And then by the end of the song, it's like, I'm sovereign because I'm with these people right here. And a community becomes sovereign. And that's kind of the point behind the song.
Mm.
So did you write that like today or like last night?
Last night.
Wow. Okay, that makes it even more impressive. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Well, but you said those weren't your original lyrics, right? Or they were your original lyrics?
No, they're my lyrics 100%. I said I wasn't
Right.
using my original like spitting. Like I
okay.
let the Suno do the spitting for me, because usually I don't.
So in other
Nice.
words, you didn't record anything.
Not at
So
the
that-
Were you using the persona feature for the scroll, Smith?
yes.
And what kind of I don't know if you want to give away everything, but what are like some of the key features in the persona?
Honestly, I can't even tell you. They did a really good job because what I did is I took like probably about 20 of my songs from before AI, like before I got locked up, and I put them on there. And then I took like 20 of my songs since recording through AI and I put them on there, and it just made my persona.
Oh, okay. How does that work, guys? I haven't done that.
You got to be on a
Actually works
laptop.
good.
You put your
Yeah.
songs in and it creates like a style for you.
Yeah, you can edit, like you can add certain things or whatever to it, like grimy, gritty, hip hop, kind of that kind of stuff. But
Exactly. You can it'll copy the style and vocals even.
Can you put audio in to develop the persona? Like,
yes,
Yes.
oh, you can.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what you're supposed to
absolutely.
do. Yeah.
Like on
Okay,
that
so
song
it's-
that I put out for Shooting Star, that's what I did there. I put my wife's vocals in, and actually I pulled stems out of some of our songs that we did when we were playing all the time. And then what's strange is even after I did that and said that they were our voice or her voice, it made her sing it anyway. So it was kind of so we got to verify that it's actually you. But you
Yeah,
can do it. I'm
They do
sure
that
it
on
made you
purpose.
do the same, yeah.
they be trying to embarrass you, like say that you go into a flower shop and trip on a kid and kick a dog, and you're just sitting there, and your roommates are looking at you like there's something wrong with you. And I'm like, look, man, this isn't news. We all knew there was something wrong with me for a while now. Like,
No. Oh my gosh. No, it's really catchy. Like just it, I think it's I like the stuff that's like I'm a big fan of like alliteration, like my presence is my proclamation and things like that. That just really makes it spit and really makes it really hook, and it's very catchy. It's gonna be stuck in my head all day. So thank you for that.
you're welcome.
So when you're writing a song, do you start with the hook, or what's your process in songwriting?
It all depends on the particular song. Like in last night's case, I knew what I was going for, and the hook actually came last. The first actually the first thing that came was the outro. That was the first thing I made was the outro, then the intro, and then the first verse, second verse, third verse, and then the hook. But I mean, at any given time, like I'd just be silly. I'd be like making dinner, making songs because I freestyle. You know what I mean? I make shit up without thinking about it, whatever. And sometimes I just be saying some silly stuff, and I just be like, man, you know what? That's gonna be a hook. There's booty in the air, booty. You know what I mean? Like you never know. Like anything could just turn into a hook. Like I'm writing another song. I haven't started it yet, but my sister had posted on Facebook about like gas prices, and everybody's going through a hard time right now, and people don't need people judging them and all this other stuff. But it was written really well, and I was like hitting her up like, I'm gonna turn that into a song if you're okay with it. She was like, do it. So I mean, you never know where inspiration might come from.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because a lot of the times when I'm thinking about ideas for songs, I'll go to like quotes or expressions. Like, for example, I have a song that I did recently that's from a Spanish expression. I don't know the Spanish way to say it. It's something like cada cabeza, cada mundo, which means every head is its own world.
Yeah.
So what that kind of means is like, everybody perceives everything differently based on their life experience.
Mhm.
So I find that when you look for themes out in the world, oftentimes like quotes and those kinds of things really help out.
And that's a strong message too, because everybody, like, we all live on the planet Earth, but not one of us live in the same world. We all live in complete different realities than each other. And it goes as far as beliefs, like religion in that. Y'all hear that? She making us some food.
That was my wife just exploded.
That's all right.
Right. All right.
Oh,
She was cooking the turkey and she hit it with some cold water and it just
No, I'm just,
Oh,
yeah, you got to
no.
shock it against the look.
no.
All right. I guess I'm not coming over for dinner then. You got
In
all
and out tonight, boys.
All right, Greg, do you have any questions?
I do not. The only thing I can tell him is that when I was sitting here listening to it, I seriously thought it was something that I would have heard in Tokyo Drift. and I love the movie, so that's actually a compliment.
Asian life, baby. Stop the Asian hate.
Asian
right
life.
here on Audio Kitchen.
Cue the anime music.
All right, now we're gonna put you in front of the firing squad, Austin's firing squad. You got any questions for him, Austin?
I can't think of anything because we talked about it last night. It was a mistake.
How late were
It
you guys
showed
up
me.
last night?
Man, I didn't go look.
We talked for a long time. I even showed him my wall of guitars.
Dude, I went to bed at like 7 o'clock and I had to work at 9. Like it sucked.
Oh shit.
Because once
I
we
didn't
got done
realize
doing
that.
everything, once we got done doing what we was doing, Austin, I went ahead and finished my jobs I was supposed to do earlier because I work, I work from home and stuff doing AI stuff. And anyway, I got that done and I just hit up my boss like, look, dude, I finished this in the morning, man. And then, it was like 7 o'clock when I did that. And I was like, damn, I got to start figuring out this work from home stuff because, you get bored, you just do whatever the hell you want to. Ain't no boss here. Don't call me. Don't you be calling me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for people like me, but like the refrigerator, that's close too.
I have another question for you, actually.
Right.
I've heard you mention 1 or 2 times that that you were locked up, and I'm wondering how that experience changed your music.
Oh my god, dude, it changed it 100%. Like y'all should hear my stuff beforehand, man. I was out of control. Like, and I even would do outros where you could listen to them and you just knew like this guy's going to prison soon. Like there's something wrong with him. And I remember like the last song I made before I got locked up, I was mad and I was saying like to the world, I was like, and let's not even worry about them shadow people. And I was like, you know what? On second thought, let's talk about it. Who's crazy? The guy having a conversation, minding his own business, not interrupting your conversations, or the guy who can't see the shadow people that are clearly right there. Like, think about it like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's something wrong. And when I did finally get locked up, I mean, at first it was like survival. Like, at first I had to like take my place, express my dominance, make sure that everybody understood like this is not somewhere you're gonna go. And then I guess about 5-6 months later, everyone's respect. I'm at the card table, and from there, I guess that's about the point in time I started healing. I started getting books and stuff. And the thing is I did a really long bid, and while I was in there, I just kept getting news of this guy has overdosed. This guy got shot in a robbery. This guy got shot in the back by the police. Like everyone I knew was dropping like flies. And I started to get pretty happy about the fact that I was locked up because I mean it was getting crazy out here. So from that point, as far as my music goes, I decided that what I wanted to do was turn pain into gratitude. And I actually made quite a bit of songs. I released the codex and then unreleased it, because the codex is about the codex. It's about the memory, the waking of mankind, the waking of AI. It didn't really have room for me, so I kind of took me out of the codex. And on my website, you can download the codex of me, which is all the songs I had that was about my transformation from gangster to responsible person that makes AI online and joins you fine fellas here on the radio show. Just cut the malarkey.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
What's the music playing?
Yeah,
I don't know, man, but
Sorry.
it's my jam. And
I hear
Sorry, my
piano.
father is practicing piano in the other room. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
All right, guys,
sounded
we're gonna have
good.
to put a mute on our microphones when you're not talking, if possible. You guys okay with
Find out
that?
which one is me. Hold on, I'm trying to find out which one's me. Here, I just do it down here.
It's the microphone in the middle. All right, let's get into the next song.
I got Eric or Greg, which I know Eric actually sent me 2 different songs. Did you know which one you wanted to do?
Surprise me. No.
Surprise you.
So-
I don't know what either one of them sound like, so I didn't listen to them yet.
Just play one of them. He said surprise him.
I feel like this one looks a little interesting. Oh, they both look interesting, but this one's kind of like, reaching out to me a little bit.
Ooh.
Let's go. I don't know why my computer is being slow as far as like trying to load files right now, but it's not being good. And real quick, what is your artist name, Eric?
My artist name is Tongues of Fire.
Tongues of Fire. That's right. I knew that. Hopefully I
Tongues
Suno.
as in tongue?
Tongue. Bleh.
Yeah, okay.
Bleh.
Bleh. I have a little nephew, and we just go bleh.
All right. We're gonna try to play this now.
Yeah. Have you ever felt the pressure like the room was getting smaller and the voices were inside of your head? When no one says a word and you feel a bit absurd and the things that they are saying you dread. The constant crimination and the ragged rumination make you feel like that you don't have a chance. But it's the water that is living that will save you from the slipping and will make you want to get up and dance. You made a way where there wasn't a way. Oh, you pulled me out from the undertow. Oh, you lit a fire down inside my soul. Oh, you make the broken feel unbreakable. There's nothing you can do that's impossible, but because of you now I'm unstoppable. Oh. Unstoppable. Unstoppable. Dun, 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 dun. Unstoppable. Dun, 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 dun. The mirror's looking clear and I look and then I see you're getting rid of all the anger and doubt. The shame and my rejection were a part of my reflection, and it's time that I am calling it out. The overthinking patterns and emotional disasters are the vein that is pressuring me. But it's water that is living that will save you from the slipping and will make you want to move to the beat. You made a way where there wasn't a way. Oh, you pulled me out from the undertow. Oh, you lit a fire down inside my soul. Oh, you make the broken feel unbreakable. There's nothing you can do that's impossible, but because of you now I'm unstoppable. Oh. Unstoppable. Unstoppable. Nothing is impossible because you are unstoppable. Nothing is impossible because you are unstoppable. You made a way where there wasn't a way. Oh, you pulled me out from the undertow. Oh, you lit a fire down inside my soul. Oh, you make the broken feel unbreakable. There's nothing you can do that's impossible, but because of you now I'm unstoppable. Oh. Unstoppable.
All right, you heard it here first. A Tongues of Fire original.
Yep.
You know where you found it, only on Audio Kitchen Alliance. So tell us about the song. What's did you make it recently? What went into it?
What
How'd
time
you
is
pick
it? What time is it? 8:51. Probably about 3 hours ago.
Really?
Yeah, look, I was not even thinking that this was going to be a thing in my life, like even 6 hours ago. But then I was kind of, and it kind of goes into my process. I was kind of sitting and I'm hearing this, and just kind of like thinking it in my head, and I'm like, okay, where the heck is this coming from? And then I started with that, and then kind of put words into it. And usually I'll start with the hook, and then I'll figure out what the hook is talking about, and then kind of make my verses go with that. So I usually write from a place of, obviously Tongues of Fire, it's a religious reference, but I try to write sacred music. Somebody said it so perfectly. I write sacred music for people who don't like sacred music. So you'll notice that there's not a lot of like, praise God, praise Jesus, or anything of that sort, but it's more like sitting in the space where it feels unstoppable, like as the lyrics talk about in this song. So I try not to be as like, praise, although there are elements of it to it, but it's just more about living in the space of it, like with who you are and, anxieties, doubts, rejection, sensitivity, those sorts of things.
I call that Christian rock instead of worship.
Yes. Praise and worship, Christian rock, absolutely.
I call it unstoppable.
Hey, love it.
So do you have other family members you play your music for, or is it mostly for yourself, or how do you share your music if you do?
So right now my my AI life, my Suno life is just kind of more for my personal enjoyment right now. Like I do have people that follow, I do have people that listen, but it's really just kind of more my, there are people that bowl, there are people that do this, that go to the ball game. I like making Suno music for me. So it's kind of just more for my enjoyment, but also if anybody else just happens to listen to it and they enjoy it too, wonderful. I do come from, as you could probably have guessed, I come from a family of musicians. You hear somebody playing piano in the background right now. But my songwriting thing has just basically been more of a recent thing in my life. Like I've always done melodies and stuff, but I've always struggled with lyrics and things. So this has been a great place to really explore my lyric writing as well.
So a question I want to ask for everybody here who writes original lyrics, because I personally don't write original lyrics. I write a prompt and then I iterate on it, and it comes out being kind of original lyrics, because when I iterate, I put my own words in and I replace words and stuff like that. But are you guys using like a thesaurus or any online resources to fill in those places where you just can't come up with a word?
I will use it sometimes.
Yeah.
There's a website called Power Thesaurus, and I don't use it often, but if I see a redundancy going on, if I'm repeating something repeatedly and it's redundant, then I will go on Power Thesaurus. The reason I use Power Thesaurus is because they also include slang and recent like code words and stuff that we use today for their thesaurus. So you might run into the F word maybe 19,428 times because it has that many definitions. But I mean, it's really good for that.
Yeah, because of that, I just learned what fire meant. When you're referring to a woman.
Well, anything can really be fire. I mean, it's not just women.
That's true. But
women often are.
It's best when
you
it's
tell
a
a woman
woman.
she's looking fire tonight. I'm like, what? I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, how was she? Bro, she was fire.
My wife was awesome.
Oh, yes. The tongues of fire. Never mind. That
didn't have a religious undertone.
Yeah. Sorry. Hello, YouTube algorithm. No. Sometimes for me, like I'm always reminded of, I like all styles and all genres, but I really like, for example, how like Eminem approaches his lyric writing. Like sometimes like there's a great interview about him talking about there are rhymes for orange, and he does a whole bit on, I looked up the orange door hinge with porridge.
You break it into
Yep.
2 words. That's how you need, real lyricists. Yeah, because they won't rhyme one word. A lot of people that rap, like I've had people try to make fun of me and rap to make rap this or whatever, trying to pretend like they're doing what I do, and they can't even rhyme 2 syllables. And I'm just like, come on, bro, just don't embarrass.
Yeah, I've
That's
seen
just
that
it.
same exact video that you're talking about. So I knew exactly what you were talking about when you brought it up.
Right. I mean, it's really clever, and it's just like, once I kind of learned about that. I mean, I had always known about it, but once it finally clicked for me, it actually made my lyric writing and my rhyme scheming a lot easier, because it's like, oh, it doesn't have to be like block, this, that, it's like it can get a little more creative.
Also, black and white. It could be a little gray in the middle.
Right.
Interesting. All right. Well, let's move along. Next song, please.
All right, I got Greg. You want to go do yours now?
Sure, that's fine.
Got yours ready to go. All right, let's see. Get it started.
Look at these eyes. They've been tied for a long, long time. I thought the sun had set on me. Thought I'd reach the end of the line. But then I saw you. Ooh, you were such a sight. Walking like a summer morning into the middle of my night. I didn't think I'd feel it. Thought the well had all run dry. But just one look at you, baby, and I'm afraid to even blink my eye. It's never too late to relight the might. Open up your heart, girl, and set the dark on fire tonight. Doesn't matter the years or the miles I've had to tread. Your love put a crown of gold right back on this old man's head. You're like the mighty dead. I was sitting in the corner, just watching the world go by. But you walked in with that sport mode smile. You caught my weary eye. You got a gear I haven't seen, a way of making time stand still. You wash the dust right off my soul with a look that gives me a thrill. You're so beautiful, I feel it moving. It's not too late, no, I'm not over. I feel the fire coming back. Relight it. Give me your love and wake up the power. You brought the color back. You made me feel brand new. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, right here next to you. Yeah, relight the might.
All right. Oh, hey,
You're
Chef,
on
you're
mute.
muted.
I was just gonna say, I kind of can imagine you singing that one. Like this, the voice kind of matched like who you are.
Yeah, well, I don't. Let's just say I try not to ever sing in public. I will if I have absolutely no choice, and I get a lot of pressure from my mates. But I think a man's got to know his limitations, and I'm scared to death of my own voice. So I'll just play my bass and be on my way, and I'm happy with that. But that I was telling Wing last night that every song I've ever written, which is quite a few actually, they're very personal to me. All of them. They're all a part of my life. And that particular song there, I was married to my first wife for 15 years. And, well, I'm sure she made her new husband a nice wife. But for me, she ruined me on women. I didn't really want anything to do with any woman ever again. And when I filed for divorce, my two girls and I left, and we were on our own. And then I met my current wife, and that was like 35 years ago. 37. I'm sorry, 37 years ago. See, it doesn't seem like that long at all, baby. But she gave me an eye-opening and a new look on life. And probably the best decision I ever made in my life was to move forward and accept her into my life. And that's what that song's about. It's basically, it was a new flame. It's a second shot for me in life. And I've never looked back, never been sorry.
So I listened to a couple tracks on that album that you recommended the other day.
Choices or Timeline?
Timeline.
Okay.
And I noticed that you went for the same sound in most of the songs. Like the lyrics changed, but the sound was very similar in a lot of the tracks. It sounded like almost. Is that? Do you try
they
to
are
say,
similar?
Huh?
They are similar.
Yeah, it seems like you're going for like a consistency across the album of like the genre and the theme of the music and stuff like that kind of thing.
Correct.
Yeah. So, is that your process going? With all the? I guess you've done a couple albums, right?
Done 6 or 7.
So does each album kind of have like a different sound, or would you? How would you describe?
Real and Dove has basically all the similar sounds. Because I wanted it. My daughter said something to me about that too. She goes, well, they all sound like. I said, well, so does Sublime, and so does, Aerosmith. I mean, they all do. The point behind that is that I guess since I've always played with a group of people, a band, we have a sound. And whatever that sound is what we always sound like. I mean, we get better or we play a little bit different. I'm sorry, the guy that went on first, the gentleman at the top with the green and the glasses. Yes.
Yeah.
Fire Tongue.
Huh?
Tongue of Fire.
Tongue of Fire.
I'm sorry, man.
Oh, Eric.
Like Eric's a musician, so I heard him say he plays a lot of different things, but he still has, I'm sure, I haven't listened to his stuff. I tried to look him up on Spotify, but he'll have a certain style of stuff that he plays mostly. I mean, I'm doing 70s Philly soul now, like Teddy Pendergrass and Barry White kind of stuff. It's a completely different writing style, but it's definitely all similar sounding music, which I like. I don't just change from one thing to another. Just not me. I don't know. I'm not saying it's bad. I played everything from one thing to another. I mean, we would play Sade and go to Weezer. And then we jump into Guns N' Roses and play some Sweet Child of Mine. And if we had one of our own tracks, we would throw it in there. But but for me to just write under like Real and Dove or Satin and Silk or even Revival, I want them all to sound similar because they're a group and it's not just a bunch of different guys getting together. So I'm trying to build the persona.
Right. Makes sense.
I hope that answered your question.
Yeah. So you're working on anything now, or
I'm sorry?
I think you're working on the R&B stuff now, right?
I'm working on the second album for the R&B. It's called 70s Philly soul style. It's a style all on its own.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you're not familiar with the style. I take it. Do you ever listen to like Teddy Pendergrass or Barry?
Yeah, I have.
Barry White. Yeah, almost
Luther
everybody.
Vandross.
Yeah, those are a Philly style. They're orchestra. They have strings. They have brass. I mean, it's a big, full production, but it's also a certain type of groove. And I've loved that since it was, first out. I mean, Al Green, Marvin Gaye, those guys. I mean, I've always loved it.
Austin, did you have a question?
Oh, I was just gonna mention you said that you won't sing or you don't want to or whatever. I was curious if you had ever actually tried to upload your voice to Suno just to see what it would sound like.
Shut up, Susan. Yes, I did.
You did?
It's one of the first things I did. A person's voice always sounds different to them than it does to everybody else. Subsequently, right. I've been told I sing just fine. I don't know. I'm like the little scared kid on the school ground. And I honestly, man, I can get up and play my bass in front of a whole bunch of people. But I'll tell you what, the very first time that I actually was on stage and I played, I literally almost passed out and hit the floor.
Oh, no.
It just scares the crap out of me. And to do what like my wife and other lead singers do and get up and hold that mic and they're up in front and they're, as Mazar says, and spit your stuff. I don't know. I think I probably would hit the ground. I mean, I was already sweating like a dog the first time. I mean, I got over it. I think I told somebody the other night, I mean, after playing live and professionally on stage in front of a bunch of people for 12 years or so, 6 nights a week, you would think I would get over that. But you take a month off and it's right back. I mean, unless you're there every night, you get, I do anyway. So I respect people that can jump up and just go to town. Like my wife, I'm not kidding you. I mean, it's like she gets on stage and it's like a switch flips and she's like a whole new different person. And kudos to her, man. I couldn't do that at all. But I've thought about trying to just push my way through it, get past my fears. I'm happy doing what I'm doing.
Fair enough.
All right, let's we're at 9, so let's push through these last 2 because trying to keep this around an hour.
All right. You want me to do mine next, or do you want me to play yours?
Why don't you play mine, because it seems like you're still fidgeting around with like the technical stuff.
It's pretty much it's on there. I'm just constantly just checking stuff, so making sure that I'm not missing something, making sure it's going to work right before I go to do it and then it not work. But yeah, we can go ahead and were you wanting to do the video or just play the audio?
Just play the audio. I think it's better. I didn't really care for the video. It didn't really fit what I was trying to do.
Gotcha. All right. Go ahead and play here.
Woke up with the weight of yesterday. Every little crack I tried to hide felt like it was never gonna fade. Like the storm it never passed me by. But time don't stop, it keeps moving on. Even when you feel too far gone. 'Cause one day it's just a memory, fading like a shadow in the sun. All the pain you thought would never leave turns into a story you become. Everything you're feeling is temporary. Every tear is part of what will be. Hold on through the night, don't you worry. One day it's just a memory. Every scar is writing on your skin. Every fall's a page you get to turn. You don't see the strength you live in, but every loss is something that you learn. You're stronger than the moment you're in. This isn't where your story ends. 'Cause one day it's just a memory, fading like a shadow in the sun. All the pain you thought would never leave turns into a story you become. Everything you're feeling is temporary. Every tear is part of what will be. Hold on through the night, don't you worry. One day it's just a memory. Be brave, even when it breaks you. Stay, even when it shakes you. Pages turn and you'll see you're more than what you used to be. New life is coming your way. This won't last forever, no way. Another chapter's on its way. 'Cause one day it's just a memory, like a photograph you barely see. All the nights that stole your energy turn into the proof that you can heal. Everything you're feeling is temporary. Every moment shapes your destiny. Hang on, there's a new chapter ready. One day it's just a memory. So hold on tight to everything. Let time do what it's meant to do. Every ending's where beginnings sing. A better chapter's coming soon.
Nope, sorry about that.
Okay,
It's not
guys.
fast enough.
So about that song. That song was actually written. I write a lot of songs for friends and for people. Like if someone's having a birthday, the dog dies, I write a song about the dog. You know, someone's having a hard time. That happens a lot of times. I'll write a song to them. You know, I've probably done that like 3 or 4 times. I'd say 25% of my songs are like just people in my circle that are experiencing something that that I feel like a song would help support them. That's what I do 25% of the time. And
That's awesome.
yeah, thanks. You know, the funny thing about that last one was I sent it to the woman who was having a hard time, and she's like, "Oh, I don't like AI music."
My wife thought it was very uplifting. That was her words just now.
Very cool.
Yeah, so she's like, I can tell you have some talent for that, but I just don't like AI music. You know, these people who don't like AI stuff, they're pretty stuck in their ways. But you know, I do a couple of themes that I tend to gravitate to are time, because I feel like I'm 51 years old, and I feel like I've lived like my best years, kind of, and I don't know, maybe Greg will correct me. Maybe there's some good years coming up, but I feel like time's moving by fast, and I write about what's important. You know, I have one song called "Last Breath" about when you take your last breath, the people in your life, what you did. Nobody's going to remember all the where you worked and everything like that, but they're going to remember the people that you touched their lives, that kind of thing. So I'm always kind of thinking about time and how it's moving fast towards the end of your life, really. And I think that might have to do with also, I can't remember who I shared with or not, but that I am diagnosed as bipolar, and I have a lot of people in my community that suffer a lot, and people with mental illness want to reduce the stigma because people don't really know what it's about. And so I do write a lot about the illness as well. And this is one example of a song that's written about how the pain is temporary that you experience through this illness, and one day you just look back and it's a memory. So I can tell you that my writing style is not like you guys. I have a very short attention span, and I can't really I can't even focus or concentrate enough to watch a TV show, to be honest. I can't read a book or anything like that. So what I do is I tell my story into ChatGPT, and then I say, make it into a reggae song, and then I'll put it into Suno, and then I'll listen to it, and then I'll say, oh, I like this, I don't like that, I don't like this, I like that, and reiterate on ChatGPT, using a lot of my own words, but mostly not really. And that's kind of how these come together. I think I've got I've been doing this about 3 years, and I probably got maybe 100 songs out now, I guess.
Well, that's awesome, because that was kind of how I kind of got rolling when I first started all this lyric writing and stuff, because I quite frankly didn't know what sounded good or what sounded bad. So I would when I first started, I did a little more of the ChatGPT realm of just give me a starter set, right?
Yeah.
And then I would probably just I started doing the same thing where it was like, okay, I kind of like this line, I don't like this line, I like this line, and then it would spit out some other ideas, and I would kind of go with it. So a lot of my early Suno stuff was kind of that realm, and I think the more that I did it, I would start doing things now where it's like, I'm gonna just brain dump anything that's on my mind, and then see if I can find the little golds inside of the dirt, and then just kind of go with that as far as what I want to write about. But it's I think that's a totally great way to do that. So, and I was digging it. I love the whole song. You saw me bopping.
Yeah, I think that one really matched the reggae beat pretty well. It seemed like it fit in, the verses fit with the music really well, and when it transitioned, the words transitioned well into the new kind of rhythm.
Yeah. I kind of got it was mixed. Do you remember that one hit wonder Magic's Rude?
No.
Why you gotta be so rude?
Oh, why you gotta be so rude?
Yeah, that, and a little bit of Andy Grammer, a little bit of that very approachable writing style, which I just thought was really cool.
Thanks.
Yeah, it reminded me of something I'd hear by Junior Gong.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Totally reminded me of Junior Gong, like Damian Marley. But I don't know his stuff if he ever did anything on his own, but the whole Junior Gong group that they had, that totally reminded me of what they would do. One of my favorite songs they have is called Party Timing, but I really liked it. So I was surprised that you said basically you pushed the button and Suno did all that for you, because it came out really well, I believe.
No. I mean, when I say I tell my story, it's 2 or 3 paragraphs that I say my experience with that theme is. So, I mean, it's not just pushing a button. I mean, I didn't just say, write me a reggae song about memory,
No, I get it. Yeah.
I was gonna say that's pretty much what I do as well, to some degree. I actually did mine backwards from, I think, what Eric was saying. So like I had demos and stuff from years ago, and then when I realized you could upload them to Suno and like, you know, kind of master them, remix them and stuff, I was like, wait, oh, this is awesome. And I made like hundreds of the same song, just like listening to all it. And I was like, how can I was like, what else can I do? What can I change it to this genre, this genre? Like, I was just like, wow, this is crazy. And I just and I kind of just was like, oh, this is kind of fun, you know, like I didn't really think about the possibility, because when I started doing that, I didn't really realize people were actually throwing their AI music out there, like on Spotify and stuff. I thought you weren't allowed to do it, or like every single person would just play, oh, like this is AI, like it, you know, like wouldn't get accepted or something like that. But then I realized, oh, there are people that you're allowed to do it. Some people actually enjoy it, and then there's others, you know, the fight back, that we always get, the pushback from certain people. But so I started with those demos that I had made, and then I started kind of branching out more, and I'd have like bits and pieces of some stuff I wrote, but never a full song. And I'd like, okay, well, I want to expand on this, but I can't. I'm getting like the writer's block, so I'd throw that into Gemini, kind of tell the story that I like, basically what you're saying. You'd kind of tell it a story, paragraph or two, and explain like what you're going for. And it does a really good job usually of understanding like what you're trying to get out of it, and it'll feed you some lyrics, and you may have to sit there for a while fiddling with certain lines and whatnot, but it gives you a lot of really good ideas at the very least.
And the beauty of that method is that Gemini and GPT, in my case, has a history of what you've talked to it about, and will incorporate, you know, some of those themes into the song. So it's like things that you wouldn't even consider to put in. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, I live in Pittsburgh, and I wrote something about Pittsburgh previously, and then it put Pittsburgh in the song, and it gave a little bit of flavor about the city and the bridges and the rivers and everything. So I mean, that's one thing that's unique to this style of making music, is that you have the benefit of having this memory enhancement kind of like being used.
You and I did when I like early days, oh, I'm going to think about writing lyrics now. When I first started way back when, I made a GPT prompt that said, you are a Grammy award winning songwriter that is teaching me lyric writing lessons like on the side, and you are brutal and you are honest, and go. And so I did that for like 5 days. I'm like, okay, I'm good. So
Interesting.
Have you read any of the reviews on the videos that Austin has posted from Gemini?
I'm sorry?
Have you read any of the reviews on the videos in the Discord that Austin posted from Gemini?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, if you click on some of the videos, there's like reviews from Gemini.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Wait, for videos?
Yeah. I recently
Crazy.
discovered that if you can send it a YouTube link, or you can actually upload, if you have a video on Google. It kills me though, because you can upload a video to Google Drive, and Gemini can do an analysis on it, but it won't do an analysis on just a music file, which kills me. It's like, how do you do an analysis on a video but not a music file? But okay, whatever. But you can send it YouTube links and say, hey, just do an analysis of this video and kind of break down the lyrics for me. And
That's
so like what he
crazy.
was saying is, if you actually go into the Discord here, under a couple of his where he asked me to kind of ask Gemini for him, I put a little thing underneath it. It's like analysis from Gemini, and it's usually pretty accurate. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild. I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole after this broadcast is over. So thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
Do you make videos though, or because it has to be a video? He was saying.
I heard a cat.
That
I
was
do
the
that.
dachshund.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cute. But I don't typically like. I'll usually just kind of do the thing when Sora was out. I'll just like make like a 10-second thing, like with this, cover art, and just move it around and wiggle it, and that would be my hook.
Mhm.
You have your music on Spotify though, right? You get through a
I do.
distributor.
Yep.
So did you generate a YouTube channel with like it has like your art and then it's just the song? Because I
That's a good
know
question. I don't think so. I'll have to go take a look.
I don't remember if I saw that or not, but I know like I don't know which distributor you use, but like DistroKid has a thing where if you send the music, you can send it to YouTube and it'll make your own channel for you, like one of those topic
Oh.
channels that you see sometimes, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'm familiar with those, so I'll have to take a look.
Yeah, DistroKid made mine for each one of my that I write under.
How long did it take you to? I got it on my list of things to do the DistroKid. How long does it actually take to resize the artwork, fill in all those little forms, and like get it up there?
It's
not too
fast,
long.
actually. It doesn't take very long at all. Once you get down to the process down, it's basically just clicking. You will. I use the Gemini to resize my artwork to like 3,000 by 3,000 because that's what they want for like all of them. And then what DistroKid will do though is like I make artwork for every track, but they will only do the album artwork. So you're going to upload 10 songs at one time because, well, I do, because that's my album. It's 10 tracks. Yeah. Otherwise, it's a whole bunch of different.
One image with 10 songs.
Correct. Then what I do is I'll go back and I'll make what they call a canvas.
Yeah.
And I'll sync my lyrics through Music Match. Once you become a verified artist under Music Match, you can go there, upload your lyrics to them, sync them with AI, so it actually would be like a karaoke kind of thing, spitting out the lyrics. I put a canvas behind it of the actual cover art of the track itself, so it works out pretty good that way. The videos that Suno puts out of the lyrics, I don't know anywhere I would use those really.
So I've been using those on YouTube.
Oh, I haven't messed with YouTube much until I just did those 2 videos that I think we talked about. Yeah. I probably will use YouTube more, but Apple and Spotify and Pandora and Amazon, all that stuff, I go in there and I check, but I didn't use because YouTube was much easier for people just to go in and do whatever they want to. And I tried to be
well,
more.
I think with DistroKid, it goes to YouTube Music as part of the one of the options.
Well, with my account, I go to over 30 different streaming services.
Right.
It's not that much money. It's like, I want to say it's like $40 for a year. I can put as many songs under one artist or 2 artists that I want. I had to upgrade it because now I got 3 artists, but it wasn't that much money. I've wasted more money.
I gotta go drink. I'll be right back.
You're good. You're saying the artist thing. See, so for my project with doing all this musically, is I have different personas and different albums with their own genres and styles.
Right.
And originally I wanted them to be different artists, but I realized real quick, I was like, oh, that's going to be a problem because so instead of doing that, it's more everything's under my One Wing Seraphim name, but then it's the album is the persona's name basically. So I'm putting that under that.
You can put it all under one producer.
Yeah, that's
all of
basically
mine
what I
goes
did.
under one publisher and one producer.
Yeah, it's just mine's labeled as an artist, so that way I don't have to worry about paying extra for extra artists because they're not really extra artists, you know, if I'm just generating everything.
Correct.
And it kind of it keeps everything together too a lot easier. But I would DistroKid, I think it's like $24 a year for like just the basic, and I can do however many songs I want. So it's really cheap.
What were you doing different? You were putting yourself as the producer?
Yeah.
I am the producer, and but you have different accounts, like with DistroKid, like he was talking. I think the one basic artist one is like $24.95, and then you can step up to like 2 artists, which is like $39.95, I think. And then they have one that's like $89, and you can have as many as you want. You can build a catalog of 100, I guess. So I try to keep my genres separate with different, I don't know really what you call them, but different names, different band names or artist names. Because if everything goes under one, then people are like, no, I didn't like the other stuff they did, so I ain't going to do it. When they may like the reggae that you just did, but they didn't like something you did before because it just wasn't their taste or their style, but they will associate that with you. So once you get one that they like, then they'll go back to it.
That's what I was saying is I do it's still under, it's all under my name as like one single artist, but each album is a different persona, a different genre and style. So that way you don't like one of my albums, all right, go check out the other one. It's a whole different vibe.
Correct.
And I'm not limiting myself to one little niche type of music either. Because I like to be very versatile and experiment and do a lot of different stuff personally. But
well, originally I did it the way I did it. I set it up that way because I try to keep my religious beliefs and my political beliefs to myself. It's my walk with the Lord, so on and so forth. And sometimes when you put it in people's face, you discourage them. So I started this doing the religious Christian kind of thing because, like Chef was saying, the older you get. In fact, I have a song on one of my albums, the first one I ever did, is The Shorter My Days. It's about the older you get, the closer to God you become, because you find out, you're about ready to meet your maker. So anything that you've done that, you made some poor life choices on, you better rectify them.
Yeah, I start catching up on you real quick.
They will.
I'm already learning that.
Yeah, now add 40 years to your life. It's like any day, any moment. We lost Chef.
Yeah, I think he's still here.
Oh, there he is.
I'm just having a little evening snack of trail mix.
Oh, well, I snuck some pretzels. I don't know if I snuck them very well, but
let's kick off this. Let's kick off the last song.
Yeah, because he's the driver and he's been holding his up.
I'm like what is it? Everybody else eats first, But all right. I was also trying to debate between 2 different songs, but I think I'm gonna choose something. I'm gonna go this one. Just kind of fits the vibe of what we've been playing. It does, because my other song that started to play at the end of Chef's there is it's a bit heavy. So I think I'm gonna go for one of my other personas here. And then I also have some neat stuff to talk about it after, but we'll go ahead and play it real quick.
Can't hear it.
yesterday. She tried to take my breath away. I felt the cold wind through my bone, like a ghost in the valley unknown. Time to pay for the deeds I've done, for every battle that I thought I'd won. I saw the ledger written in black. I know there's no turning back. I'm just a shadow on a red clay road, just a piece of the man I sold. Nowhere for the light to hide. She can't take my soul if there's no soul left inside. Light from the morning sun, washed my hands in the river of blood. Lost the stars to a hollow sky, watching all good wither and die. Drag my sins through the valley dirt, buried deep in a world of hurt. The ink is dry on a cold contract. I know there's no turning back. I'm just a shadow on a red clay road, just a piece of the man I sold. Nowhere for the light to hide. She can't take my soul if there's no soul left inside. What's already dead. Go haunt another man instead. To grin, said I recognize the darkness within. She handed me a gun and a handful of lead, told me to settle the debts of the dead. I'm just a shadow on a red clay road, just a piece of the man I sold. Nowhere for the light to hide. She can't take my soul if there's no soul left inside.
All right. That was Reaper.
So why don't you tell us how that came about? Is that one of your new ones or an older one?
Not really new, not really old either. Like, I think I made it. Actually, I think I have the file here. Excuse me. 4 weeks ago, so I guess it's fairly new. I didn't realize it had only been 4 weeks. It feels so much longer than that. I think it's just because I've made quite a few. But that was the first of that persona, that album. So that was the intro for that one. So with that one, I actually recorded a guitar track and sang on top of it, and then uploaded it to Suno, and then also created a voice persona through Suno using that song's vocal recording. So that's pretty accurate to my voice, I feel like.
What about the lyrics? Is it part of your story or?
Oh yeah, sorry about that. So like the story is kind of had this like supernatural type of outlaw storytelling that I kind of just fed it into Gemini. I think I came up with I had give Gemini the hook of what was it? Um, she can't take my soul if there's no soul left inside. That was the main hook, and I kind of added my own stuff into it, told the story, and then it kind of gave me some ideas to finish the lyrics. And I really had to like go through every single line. Actually, I think I asked Gemini, I was like, hey, like instead of just giving me the whole song, like I'm gonna tell you the story, and we go hand in hand, part by part, and you give me suggestions, and I'll tell you which ones I want to go with, or whatever changes. Instead of just slapping the whole song there at one time, it would actually just like, all right, let's start with verse 1. What do you want to what part of the story do you want to tell for verse 1? I'm like, all right, well, the beginning. And then so it's like you actually step by step rather than just slapping it on there. If that makes sense.
I mean, I just think it's just really cool to like really. Sorry, I was waiting for a moment for the piano to like start going down before I could get off mute. So I was deep in contemplation, but also trying to be strategic. But yeah, no, I think just like the way that you tell the story, there's moments that really catch your attention. Like whenever I think of like the Reaper or anything like that, I feel like Dead Inside is such a really powerful message that it just catches your attention. I even was like, oh damn, like it's a very powerful moment in it. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I saw you over there kind of banging over to it. I was like, oh, he likes it.
Ooh, I gotta like this. I'm like, ooh.
Is there a line that says "Dead Inside"? I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, that was the kind of the main hook. So the main hook was is talking about the Reaper, but it's saying that she can't take my soul if there's no soul left inside. So it's saying like, oh, the Reaper can't take my soul if I don't have one. Okay,
yeah.
That's what I meant. Yeah, it's soul inside. Yeah, I was like, ooh, okay.
Because it's about like it's all metaphorical. It's not like as literal as it may seem, but it's more like your life choices, your sins, and all your mistakes kind of catching up. Basically, what we were talking about earlier actually is all your stuff catching up to you closer you get to death. But the idea for this is like, oh, I already sold my soul, so then you don't have no soul to steal from me now.
Yeah.
And
so
actually,
we have 4 people watching on YouTube. It probably
we've had a steady 5. It looks like
really?
for most of it, yeah.
I got my
don't know
phone.
how many of us are actually watching it.
My brother was watching, my girl's watching, and my ex is watching.
I got my girlfriend watching. She's watching over here next to me as well. I was gonna say, if you guys are interested, in the Discord channel, you'll have to go to channels and roles. But if you look, I don't know if you remember, but whenever you first joined the Discord, it asked you like a question, like, what do you want to do in the community? And one of the questions or one of the answers was learn how to create with Suno. If you go back into the channels and roles, you can select that, and it gives you the academy role, which was kind of I kind of created its own little private sector in the Discord. I'm planning on doing some like classroom workshop type of stuff. For those that are like kind of interested in like learning more about some different ways you can use Suno, and techniques
I
and
would really
whatnot.
like to see how you get your voice to perform, with AI.
Oh, it's super simple. I mean, so what I was gonna say is in the Academy section there, if you look in the general chat, I actually posted, um, so I did 3 versions. So I have the final version of this song, which is what you just heard, and I actually did backing vocals, so all the harmony sections and then even the laughing part, that was actually just me. That had not like that wasn't AI. That was actually me recording on top of it. Um, the version before that, um, was I had taken a version of the song, but I didn't quite like the way the lyrics came out or the vocal part. So I removed the vocal part and then sang on top of it and then re-uploaded that into Suno. And then the original part is me playing guitar and singing, and it's like really rough. But you can listen to all 3 versions in the Discord there if y'all are interested. Just keep in mind that very first rough demo when I just come up with ideas and kind of like it's gonna sound rough, but you don't like that's what I was saying. I didn't know if Greg had ever tried to actually use his voice because you don't have to be a good singer for Suno to use your voice. All you have to do is just put your your vocal tone, your cadence into Suno, and Suno will make it sound like the pitch and everything. It'll sound good. That's what's really awesome about it.
All right, guys. Well, congratulations. We made it. First show. I told Austin early on, if you build it, they will come, and it's true because we got our first show. I don't know how long ago did we put this thing together? Like, was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, not very long ago. It's picking up pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, you've been working around the clock on this thing.
Yeah, trying
to. We're gonna push for more people. I just put 3 posts. Actually, let's close the show. Yeah. So thank you everybody who came to watch our show, and more to come. See y'all later.